If you haven't been paying attention, 2026 is here, and while last year's predictions missed the mark because the aliens didn't land, that is not going to be the case this year because my predictions for 2026 came straight from God, the old man himself. God came to me in my dreams, dressed up as Corey Chase, and he whispered in my ear what 2026 is going to bring, and some of it, my friends, ain't very pretty. From the world of economics to technology, with sports and politics thrown in the mix. I'm not leaving anything off the table, and so you know, it is a festive table with a lot of shit on it. In fact, there's so much to gorge on, I'm not sure where to start. But hey, the economy sounds good, so why don't we start there? Now, traditional economists will tell you that 2026 is going to be a year of economic slowdowns. But here in the U.S., our economy is going to grow. And where these economy thinks it's going to be a year of slow growth, I'm telling you it's going to be a year of rapid, outstanding growth. And by the end of the year, you, my friend, are going to be a billionaire. Least way that the government ever opens up. And as of the script being wrote in early November, there ain't no end to the shutdown. But as soon as it opens, we'll be on the road again to a big, new, beautiful golden age of America, where everyone will prosper, because Donald Trump has promised that will be the case. And I'm in on that, especially because I want to buy some new toys. And something else that's going to open in 2026 is the North and South Poles. Because over the course of the next summer, it's going to be so hot out, all the ice is going to melt away and flood most of the coastal cities, and the residents of Florida are going to move up to the North Pole, along with their grandchildren. And that move is going to happen because Santa Claus invited them all there to start new lives. Of course, when they get to the North Pole, a lot of people are going to be astonished. Astonished that there is no Santa Claus, and the only one greeting them with open orange arms is Donald Trump. But enough of Donald Trump, because by this time next year, Trump won't matter anymore. And yep, that might be more desire than prediction. But what the hell? I said so, so it will be. That is my prediction. But maybe only in my dreams. 2026 will also see the first legal marriage between a robot and a human. And that marriage will end in divorce because no human can satisfy the needs of a mechanical being, especially if that robot is a woman. But never fear, relationships among humans will be at an all-time high, and that's simply because robots are going to hurt us all together, and humans, well, they are kind of promiscuous when you put a bunch of them naked all in a room. Now, I usually don't talk about sports, but this year is different because the Minnesota Vikings are going to win the fucking Super Bowl at least once before I pass on, and my boner form tells me it's going to be this year. Of course, now it's time to talk about all the upcoming scientific achievements we'll see in 2026. And no, Trump is not going to win the Nobel Peace Prize next year or any other damn year, but a couple of unknown scientists are going to win a Nobel Prize for discovering a pathway, a portal to another dimension, and that will happen in June of this year after they go missing in the Bermuda Triangle, only to return in August with a bunch of new friends from alternative universes, universes where superheroes actually exist. And with that portal open to other worlds now open, well, prepare yourself for an entirely different kind of existence. And for those who have been paying attention, 2026 will see the loss of unions. That's because Americans will finally understand that corporate America has their best interest at heart. That is, until your boss starts paying you with his own personal money that you can't spend anywhere except in the boss's store. Yeah, 2026 is the year where humanity returns to the normalcy of 1920. You know, the good years. If you thought that those were the golden years of American life, well, by the end of 2026, you'll be able to find out for yourself. Because for a small fee, you'll be able to go visit. And that's because some dude working on his little garage is going to find the key to time travel. And by the beginning of 2027, everybody will have left the current timeline to live out their lives somewhere in the past or maybe the future. That is, everybody but me, and that's because I like my peace and quiet. Oh, Patron. Patron because it is the holiday season and I am doing this like 2 weeks before Christmas. Predictions, man. Woohoo. I always have fun doing them and it is hard to believe that it's a new year already. It's like, where's all the time go? I just don't know. But it was a good year. For the first time in like 10 years, I saw growth on my YouTube channel, and that was just nice. And I hope that trend continues. Yeah, we know how that trend's going to continue with my luck the way it's been, but yeah, it was nice to see a little bit of growth. I mean, I got a hell of a lot more comments this in the last year, especially in the last 6 months of last year than I've ever got ever before. I don't know, maybe I must be doing something right, or maybe I just got lucky. Uh, yeah, okay. These videos are always fun to do, and they're just nonsense. I get that, but like everything I do, there's a little bit of truth in them, maybe. I don't know. What do you think? Anyway, I just want to, getting back to that growth, I just want to tell everybody, I just want to say thank you to everybody. I mean, seriously. I mean, I do appreciate it. I mean, it just wasn't the comments that grew. It was the likes and the watches, you know, and nothing substantial, nothing outrageous. I didn't have any videos go viral or nothing, but just small, gentle growth. And I'm happy with that. I'm happy with anything. And all that's left to say is I wish you have a very happy 2026, and I hope it's not only a happy year for you, but also a prosperous year. And if it's not, well, I don't know what to tell you. But Happy New Year, everybody. Love you. Out of here.